Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
My beloved brothers and sisters, today we embark on a journey to uncover one of the most powerful secrets that connect us to Allah, the moments when our du'as ascend to the heavens and receive divine acceptance. Think about it. The most honored of all creation, humanity, recognizes its weakness and turns to the most merciful, Ar-Rahman, in supplication. But how do we ensure that our du'as are accepted? How did Rasulullah make du'as that never went unanswered? Today, we will open our hearts to witness the moments when the mercy of Allah never returns empty-handed. Allah, who is closer to us than our jugular vein, knows the whispers of our hearts. He commands us to call upon Him, promising to respond. Call upon me, I will respond to you. Surah Ghafir 40:60. Our Creator has taught us that we may invoke Him in all situations, whether in private, in fear, in hope, by His beautiful names, in the silent hours of dawn and the peaceful moments of dusk, whether standing, sitting, or lying down. Yet, Rasulullah taught us that dua is not merely a request. It is an act of ibadah, a declaration of our submission and devotion to Allah. One day, a Sahabi came to Nabi Muhammad, his eyes overflowing with tears, his voice shaking with sorrow. Ya Rasulullah, why do my du'as remain unanswered? It feels as if they do not reach the heavens. The Messenger of Allah lifted his blessed gaze toward the sky. Then, placing his noble hand gently on the Sahabi's shoulder, he said, "Dua is like a seed, but before you plant it, you must prepare the soil. Halal sustenance, sincerity, and sending salawat upon me. These are the conditions that allow it to take root and flourish." Jami At-Tirmidhi 3479. Rasulullah emphasized that Asmaul Husna, the beautiful names of Allah, are the key to an accepted dua. Call upon Allah or call upon Ar-Rahman, whichever name you call. To Him belong the most excellent names. Surah Al-Isra 17:110. Ya Latif, O subtle one, who perceives the finest details. Ya Mujib, O one who responds to all supplications. During the Battle of Uhud, when Rasulullah was injured, his blessed face covered in blood, he lifted his hands and supplicated, Ya Allah, forgive my people, for they do not know. Sahih Muslim 1792. This dua was like a seed, planted in hardship, yet bearing fruit with the eventual conquest of Mecca. Brothers and sisters, have you ever felt the stillness of the night? The sky is dark, the world is asleep, yet certain hearts remain awake, engaged in conversation with their Lord. Rasulullah said, in the last third of the night, Allah descends to the lowest heaven and calls out, "Is there anyone making dua so that I may answer them? Is there anyone seeking forgiveness so that I may forgive them?" This is the time when all doors are open. Lift your hands towards the heavens. Let your tears fall onto your prayer mat, for at this hour no dua goes unanswered. Tonight, do not let this moment pass. Raise your hands, call upon Allah, for this is the time when His mercy descends in abundance. But brothers and sisters, just as there are keys to an accepted dua, there are also barriers that prevent our supplications from being answered. Many of us raise our hands in prayer, yet we wonder why our duas seem unheard, why our hearts feel distant from divine mercy. Could it be that something is standing in the way? Among the greatest obstacles to an accepted dua is the purity of our sustenance, what we consume, how we earn, and whether our provisions are halal or tainted with haram. Rasulullah warned us with a profound hadith. A body nourished with haram sustenance, its supplications will not be accepted for 40 days. Sahih Muslim 1015. This is a reality that many overlook, yet it was deeply understood by the righteous scholars before us. A lesson from Imam Abu Hanifa. One evening, after selling a piece of fabric, he realized it had a minor defect. He spent the entire night searching for the buyer just to return the payment, declaring, "Even a single doubtful dirham cannot enter my wealth, for halal sustenance is the key to accepted du'as." But what happens when we make dua with sincerity, yet we don't see an immediate answer? Does it mean that Allah has not heard us? Does it mean our supplication was in vain? No. Dear brothers and sisters, every dua is heard and every supplication is answered, but sometimes the answer is not what we expect, nor when we expect it. Rasulullah taught us that patience is the key, for Allah responds in ways that are beyond our comprehension. Rasulullah said, when a believer makes dua, one of three things happens. Either he is granted what he asks for, a calamity is averted from him, or it is stored as a greater reward in the hereafter. Sometimes what we ask for is given to us immediately. Other times, Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows that what we seek is not what we need at that moment, so He replaces it with something better, or delays it for a reward far greater than anything this world can offer. Remember this, Allah never ignores a sincere dua. Every supplication is heard. Every plea is acknowledged. But how can we make sure our duas are accepted in the best way? Rasulullah taught us three key principles. First, begin with faith and submission. Before anything else, place your trust in Allah. Turn to Him with full conviction. Ya Allah, I place my trust in you, and I seek refuge in your mercy. Second, connect your dua with the duas of Rasulullah. He made the most beautiful supplications, ones that were always accepted. So we should repeat the duas that he taught us. O turner of hearts, keep my heart firm upon your religion. Third, never say, my dua is not accepted. Maybe what you're asking for has already been decreed for you in a way greater than you can imagine. Sometimes Allah grants it immediately. Other times, He replaces it with something even better. And sometimes, He saves it as a reward for you in the hereafter. A question for you. Think about this. Has your dua ever been answered in a way you never expected? Share your story in the comments. Let's remind each other of Allah's mercy. And now, let's raise our hands. Ya Allah, accept our duas, and unite our prayers with those of Rasulullah. Ameen.